Good evening. There's no justification whatsoever for such acts of horrific violence and brutality. That's the message from the Muslim community in Birmingham in the wake of the Brussels terrorist attacks. At least 31 people were killed and around 200 injured at the city's airport and a tube station. The so-called Islamic State group says it carried out the attacks. Well, today prayers and condolences were offered at Birmingham's Central Mosque to the families affected. Kevin Reid reports.
It's the latest attack to stun the world, and another case of innocents killed by an organisation claiming to represent Islam. The wider effects are still filtering through, and today Birmingham's Central Mosque was clear in its condemnation.
Think of their families, think of their young children. What crime they have committed that you are killing them? So we are very, very upset. Our community is very, very upset. And we are just fed up that they are using the word Islam and our religion and bringing our religion into disrepute.
The message was mirrored by worshippers we spoke to.
We are tarnished with the same brush with those kind of people. Those people are terrorists. I don't think they're Muslims.
When this type of activities happen in any part of the world, it's very hard for Muslims, and because they have the label as a Muslim.
We're a moderate Muslim, to be honest with you. They are not Qashis, that's all.
The mosque is so concerned about these horrific terrorist attacks that it's produced its own brochure entitled Terrorism and Suicide Bombings, and the aim is to point out that Islam is a religion of peace.
It is also aimed at the young people among the Muslims because it just describes about the true teaching of Islam, which shows how peaceful Islam is, and we don't permit people to have this terrorism or these sort of activities or killing other people.
It's also hoped it will help tackle Islamophobia, the fear of Islam. Experts believe such attacks heighten such fears, especially in public places.
The person who's wearing the niqab or the headscarf or has a beard or maybe wearing more traditional Islamic clothing, actually they're very much still a part of actually sort of Birmingham society. And when you look at what goes on in Brussels or elsewhere, or in Paris for example, those who want to try and divide us or commit these atrocities will actually kill anybody around them, whether they're Muslim or not.
So while worshippers pray for peace this evening, the wider search for answers and for those behind the atrocities continues. Kevin Reid, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.